Okay, so what I've been doing over the years is I've been developing the recovery coaching training and the school. We started off with understanding what a culture of addiction is and a culture of recovery, and how you use coaching to shift organizations' culture, and how what we do is when we have somebody that's in a culture of addiction, how to coach them to a culture of recovery. And we've been doing that for years. And then last year I spent most of the time developing a culture of learning. Culture of learning. So we've got culture of learning, culture of addiction, and then culture of recovery. Yeah. And how with the schools program, the preschool and the research I did going to the Wendy House and Uka's Playgroup, and then I went to Kairos School of Inquiry, which and these blocks really cover how childhood development and how children attach, and then looking at this area, where children detach and enter teenagehood, and how our schools program here can create interventions that will change the culture of learning around how people learn about the culture of addiction. So when they leave school, they can know about the culture of recovery, and hopefully will prevent the horror that happens, and over time there'll be a cultural change. And then this year what I want to work on is and it came to me the other night while I was thinking about my pilgrimage and the work I do in the school, is that. And this is all surrounded in a culture of spirituality. And so like now the work this year, what I'm going to be focusing on is, how do we develop this environment? How do we create a culture of spirituality, and where we use spiritual principles that get fed into the environment or the containers that we create, that enshroud those that we serve. And then from a gender specific perspective, this would be the feminine, and then this here is the masculine, and how we must combine everything to get centered, to bring it center back to the axis mundi, to find our home, to get balanced, and how we can connect our head and our heart, the animus and the anime, the masculine and the feminine, and how we can empower ourselves and as individuals, and go out into the world and live in a culture of spirituality. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on this year, in developing and driving. Thank you.